So, are there any other questions? I'm spending a lot of time. You guys, I have a lot of energy. I can go on. So if there are other questions or other thoughts, it doesn't have to just be related to our issues around cannabis. It could be anything. I just think, I'm going to be a champion for you. I'm being an advocate for ordinary folks on the ground who want to hold elected leadership accountable. But make no mistake about it, I cannot do it without your help. You got to be part of the team.
How do we join your team?
Here's how you join my team. The first thing you can do is like me on Facebook. My name is Ali Cooper. Anyone can search me by doing a Google search. My name is Ali Cooper. I'm heavy into social networking. Like me on Facebook. Once you like me on Facebook, you can then start to learn the different things that we're doing on the campaign. We're going to have an official campaign launch in February. So you can come out to our official campaign launch, and we're going to have a grand old time. It's all about community organizing. It's about what you're doing tonight, bringing folks together and having honest conversations about how to hold elected leadership accountable. You can come out to the MLK March. You can come out to the Poor People's March this weekend. Hell, there's a lot of stuff we can do together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was real inspired by Ali at the Democratic Club meeting, and also Rosalind. I think this is just the beginning. Again, I think we can really influence our city council, and as a result, see Sacramento be a sanctuary city where patients and recreational users, if we're able to pass that, could be in a city where it's not banned. If you check out these here, a lot of them do allow the cities to regulate, ban, make it impossible for people to use cannabis, even if we make it fully legal. So I think it's going to be important to have local government officials who understand that cannabis doesn't harm people and safer than alcohol and safer than tobacco and should be treated as such. Okay, we got 2 more speakers in the raffle. We'll be wrapping it up. Bette wants to talk about the Norml Women's Alliance, so you can come on up. And then next we'll have Darren Ferguson from UFCW talking about what city was it again?
UFCW, Union.
Darren Ferguson from UFCW. Everybody's
Bette Bragdon.
I was called Bette.
All right, thank you. Okay, how many of you are part of Norml Women's Alliance? Suzette, I know is. Okay. All right, our meetings are the first Wednesday of each month. Right now, they're at the Sugar Plum. Some of us want to change that. So come on out. We have an event coming up in April, on April 12th, right, Suzette? I just started a Facebook group for it, but I need help on the event. We need someone to lead a committee doing the logistics, venue. It's going to be a spring fling. We need someone to be responsible for entertainment, finance, promotion, artwork.
So you guys have nothing?
We have no. We got the group, and me and Suzette and Shelby are in it. So if you're my Facebook friend, I'll put you in the group. I just didn't have time to do it because I was doing other things. But yeah, I'll get you in there for sure. I just didn't. I'm sorry. I will do that. And there's some other, we're really working hard to try to do a lot of cross promotion. So we'll be doing a lot of promotion for different events. I don't know if you guys are having any events coming up, but we're supporting them. We're supporting all those events. We're supporting all events. Human Solution events. But
second Saturday we will have a table out at 24th and J in front of the hydro school. And we're going to be passing out initiative comparison charts.
But you don't have to be a woman to work on the event. You can, we want everybody to work on it. So please contact me or contact Suzette or Shelby if you see Shelby, and I'll add you into that group and we'll get this going. All right? That's it.
Thank you, Bette.
On a quick topic of Facebook, if you haven't checked in on Facebook, please, if you could check in. We'd like to spread the word of mouth. What we do here only can do so much, but the more we do out in social media, the more we compound our voice. Also, when you get the message that you've been invited to the SAC Norml meeting, I want to invite you all to go to the invite friends section and invite any of your friends to the meeting that you think might want to go. Because even though I invite about 250 people personally, usually we get 25, 30, 40 people. So if everybody invites 50, 60 people, we can expand these meetings even bigger. And something else on Facebook. Well, I'm going to be doing a class on Facebook activism again. And I've been going around. I was going to do a dispensary. They don't want to let me on their Wi-Fi, so I think I'm going to do it here. So watch your Facebook for that. I'll set that up as well. Come on down. Next up, we have UFCW 8, Darren Ferguson. Bob invited you to come speak. Pardon me. Bob invited you to come down and speak.
You know what? I'm not sure how I got invited.
Well, he's kind of part of Women's Norml.
I'm glad you came.
I can tell you that I'm thrilled to be here. I agree with you wholeheartedly that this is a fantastic crew to be showing up at a January meeting. Okay, so I applaud you all for that. My name is Darren Ferguson. I'm a union representative with United Food and Commercial Workers Union, Local 8. Local 8 has 35,000 full-time active, well, I shouldn't say full-time, but regular active members in our union. We go from Bakersfield to the Oregon border, 37 counties. I personally run the cannabis industry in. So I'm pretty busy from Siskiyou to Kern County, running herd on county supervisor meetings, city supervisor meetings. We've had some success here locally. We're having some success out in Sutter. We're gearing up for Butte County. One of the things that I am the most fortunate. I've got the best job. I love working with people. I love helping people, and that's what I get to do. And I get to do it with people in the cannabis industry. And some of the faces in this room are familiar faces to me. If it's Lynette, then I'm kicking it out of the ballpark. What's your name? Jan. So I'm not kicking it out of the ballpark. But I recognize your face.
Yeah, we were at the over in Wilton, right? Were you at Wilton?
The women's conference?
Women's conference, yes, I was there, that's what we met.
No Ron from being up at Reggae on the River. I get to go and do it all. So I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. One of the things that I see is I see Norml doing this while ACE is doing that, while NCIA is doing this. And so what the UFCW is trying to do is help coordinate efforts so that there aren't all of these small explosions throughout California, but that there is one coordinated effort to get to where we want to go. So that's what our main focus is. We created an associate membership program that anybody can be an associate member of our union. They don't need to be employed. They don't need to have an employer. We don't have the standard bargaining agreement concept. What we're trying to do is that when we go and talk to city council people, when we go and talk to assemblymen and senators, the first question they ask is, how many people do you represent and how big can you write a check? I mean, that's a lot of the times that's what it is, okay? So when you say you're a part of an organization that's 35,000 members strong in Northern California alone, okay, that's Local 8. There's another 35,000 in the Bay Area in Local 5, and then another 6,000 in Local 648, which is San Francisco. So just here in Northern California, we're about 80,000 strong. In Southern California, we're about 150,000 strong. In Southern California, there are 85 dispensaries running under union contracts.
Wow.
In Southern California, okay? In Northern California, there's about 6. River City, Phoenix, here in Sacramento, has been under a union contract for 1.5 years. The Members Association up in Cameron Hills, MMCA, Elaine and Matt just went union, have a union contract. We have people signing up for this associate membership program for no other reason than to be on the all in networked in together. Every single morning, my day starts with reading emails about what's happening in the industry from the East Coast to the West. I'm fortunate that I'm paid to do that. I'm paid to be educated about what's going on in this industry. I'm reading an article the other day about Portland, Maine going recreational. And I tell people, did you know Portland, Maine went recreational? And the look I get on people's faces is this look of surprise. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help, and I shouldn't say I, but we as a union are trying to help coordinate all of these individual efforts that are going on. And Norml is one of the biggest organizations and the most coordinated organizations, but there's a lot that could be done to help improve everybody pulling in the right time, right direction, all at the same time, kind of a thing. We are going to go legal at some point. We have to. And you're absolutely right. We get to sit and watch Colorado as a boilerplate. What works, what doesn't work. Best practices. We're trying to make in the interim with the medical industry so that when recreational does show up, and it will, that the medical industry is protected. Because as wonderful as it's going to be to walk into a 7-Eleven and get an Indica Marlboro, if it's 25% more than what it is today, and I'm a patient and I need my medicine, I'm going right back to the curb. Because I don't have a choice. So we want to avoid that. We want to see an industry that from seed to sell is union, where everybody's using best practices, where regulation allows people to participate in free market in the industry, and that the medical side of this industry stays protected when it does eventually go recreational, because it's going to, okay? But when it does, it's going to come with a tax that would cripple legitimate patients.
Yep, sure.
Okay?
Yep.
And I've been behind the podium enough, and I've been in the galley enough to know when I see legitimate patients that get up and plead with their officials not to make them criminal, right? And they look at us and they smile, and then they go and do whatever they're going to do anyway.
Every
right?
single time.
But when you walk in with an army and say, this is what we want, and they say, well, who are you? And you say, we're members of the United Food and Commercial Workers Union, okay? 1.3 million strong internationally, okay? 1.3 million of us internationally. And on the international level, we're working every single state simultaneously for good regulations throughout the United States. I'm on a conference call every single week with people all the way from Washington, D.C. to San Diego, all talking about what's going on in Connecticut, Massachusetts, what's going on in Florida. I knew about Fresno, Dave, when you said it. I couldn't believe it either. That's a step in the wrong direction. That's a step backwards. That's the type of thing where when we call upon our leadership and say, hey, we don't accept that. If we do it with a room full of people, we get hurt. If we do it with 2 or 3 people, we don't get hurt. So what we're hoping will happen is that people will see the wisdom of becoming associate members of the United Food and Commercial Workers Union. It's a membership that you can disassociate anytime. There are no locked in, yearly fees or anything like that. But when we go and start lobbying on behalf of the industry and they ask us how many members do we have, we need to have a legitimate number. Now, the program that we put together has so many different discounts and benefits associated with it that whether you are hip to the industry or not, it's worth doing. I was talking to a defense attorney the other day who's on board to defend at a cheaper rate. Dental discounts. We've got dispensaries that are willing to give you medicine equal to your monthly fees as an associate member. So we're working on making it if you're an associate member of our union and you go into a union dispensary and show them your card, you're going to get the equivalent of what your membership monthly fee is in medicine.
Right on.
So This is not a financial winning proposition for the union this year, next year, or for the next 10 years. But they're willing to make the investment to bring on board this industry, because when this industry does go completely legitimate, there will be enough jobs, legitimate jobs that hold dignity, a workplace that has dignity, where you know exactly what's coming next, where you have a contract that guarantees your medical benefits. Okay, those are things that the people that are working in this industry deserve to have. Those are things that we're working on the dispensary level. On the cultivators level, we're working on ordinances to loosen up the restrictions. We just got a call from ASA up in Nevada County a month ago that said that they've been pounding the pavement on an initiative that they were trying to get on for the ballot, and they were a couple thousand signatures short, and they were kind of running out of steam. And could we help? And what we did is we sent a crew of 5 people up to Nevada County and signed signatures for 3 weeks, every single day, all day long, and put them over the board. They submitted their signature petitions to the registrar's office, and they're about 700 over what they needed. So when the women's chapter was having their conference and needed some help and some coordinating and some financing, they called us, and we participated in that women's conference. It was a lot of fun. So when the Emerald Growers Alliance called and said, would you send us some people to help man our booth at the reggae festival, we did that. So we're trying to participate, but to justify the participation, we need membership. And so the $15 a month membership fee, we try to make it as painless as we could, right? I mean, we really did. For $15 a month, and to be an associate member, you get that back in free medicine in a dispensary. Plus, there's about 350 merchants that are currently on board, so that when you show your membership card, there's a discount involved at that merchant. Working on getting these attorneys involved. The more people, because they ask, well, what kind of discount do you need? Well, how big is your group? Well, my group is 35,000 so far, and I'm working on making it more. Oh, I'd like to give you a discount, is how that happens. So I didn't bring applications tonight because I really didn't mean to turn it into a sales pitch. I came to introduce myself and let you know that we are here and available to help coordinate, help finance, participate, bring bodies to sign petitions.